So yeah, guys, I wanted to talk about something. I think it's really important. Mostly this can go to IT guys, but can also go to any other person out there that may feel the same. Oh shit! A lot of thorns. Yeah. And the thing is, I work in IT, right? I've been working IT for, I don't know, maybe 7 years, something like that, or more. Professionally, maybe 7 years. But I've been doing IT stuff for a lot of time. And yeah, I think we have this tendency of defining ourselves as our job, right? A lot of professions, they do it, to be honest. So if you're the doctor, you are known as the doctor, right? You're not known as yourself. You don't have a name. You're just a doctor. And when you present yourself, who are you? I am the doctor. And then your name. I think I'm not in the right place. Well, I'm not sure where I'm in. This is Tolos, the Monje. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go here. I'm probably doing some circle, just circling in the forest, but it's fine. So yeah, a lot of us, we define ourselves as our jobs, and I don't think this is healthy. And it is, of course, not true. We are not our jobs. You have to think about your job as part of you, not yourself. So I think as the Nordics, they have this one third rule, maybe. So 1/3 for yourself, like, leisure, whatever you want to do. 1/3 of your day for the work, 1/3 for sleeping. So if you really want to be defined by your job, you're just 1/3 your job, right? You're not your job 100% of the time, or you shouldn't be. And the Nordics, the countries, they are super happy. They are always ranked as the most happiest place in the world, always. So you can see they're always on the top. Of course, there are a lot of different different points here that add to this ranking. It's not just because of this 1/3 rule, but because of many other different spiderweb, different things. But yeah, and I think this is a good starter rule as well. In IT job, this is more prominent, I think, because technology moves so fast, so much fast. And every time you open your computer, well, I think most of us, we don't turn off our computer, so it's always, whenever you go in front of your screen, you see something new. And we get overwhelmed, so much overwhelmed by everything, so much. Like every day something new, every day you have to learn something new, otherwise you're not gonna have a job tomorrow. Otherwise, AI is gonna take your jobs, or someone else is gonna take your jobs, and you have to always keep improving. And it's just overwhelming. And then at first you keep doing it, like, okay, this is the job, let's do it. But then at some point you cannot do it anymore. Most of us, we get into a place where we get burnout, right? And it's horrible. It's really horrible, because I think for most people in IT, we love what we do. We love IT. We love tech. we love programming, we love everything related. So it's not, sometimes not just a job. It started as a hobby. Yeah, sorry, started as a job, as a hobby, and then it became a job, right? Most of us, I think that's how it happened. Maybe nowadays that's not the case because it's been so much in the media. You know, you should be working as programming, as tech person, and I think a lot of people just say, okay, that's a nice money and let's do it. So maybe that's not the case mostly nowadays. Man, I've been here before. Oh Jesus, I'm walking so fast. So I'm gonna go down. I don't care. Okay, so what started as a hobby, it becomes a nightmare. Because a burnout, what happens, you cannot do anything else. You look at programming and you're like, oh my God, this is horrible. I don't want to hear about programming. I don't want to do it. I don't want to study it. I don't want to do anything related to this. It's a hassle. I hate it, you know. That's horrible because it was a passion. It was a passion that became something that you hate. And I think that should not happen to anyone. Should not happen to anyone that has a passion. But that's been happening. That happens, and the most common that we think. And the reason, well, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the things that I think helps is to not define yourself as your job. So don't be overwhelmed by things. And how do you do it? Do your work, you know, you keep studying, keep improving yourself, of course, but do your work and then do something else, you know, be someone else. Be, you know, don't just be the tech guy, the tech person. Be someone else, do something else. So for example, at least in my case, I've always been passionate about tech stuff and everything programming related and things like that. And I would work, you know, during my normal day, Monday to Friday. After work, I would be basically working because I would be studying or creating stuff and always programming, always exploring new ideas, new tech, and, you know, applying them. So I would be in front of the computer and actually doing something, actually programming for 16 hours, you know, something like that during the week. And then on the weekends, you would think, oh, this guy is just gonna go somewhere. No, the same. Maybe 12 hours, maybe a little bit less because maybe I would sleep a bit more. But no, yeah, that's I would do it every day, almost the whole day. And I know that sometimes that's the case for some moments in your life that you need to really focus on whatever you're doing because you have a really tight objective and you want to do something about it. But if you keep doing it for a long time, well, you're gonna burn out for sure. And the problem is, oh my God, this is horrible. Look at, you can see it, but it's very tight. And the problem is all that effort, all those hours that you put in, you're not gonna use them because you can't really look at the computer anymore. You are burned out. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, this is not the road. Oh. Yeah, you cannot do it anymore. So it's, oh my God, Jesus. There's a lot of thorns here. Look. Nice. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. So all those all that effort, all those hours, they're not gonna result in something good. Actually, they're gonna diminish your health. Yeah, it's gonna provide you with a lot of negative feedback. So do it, you know, focus on whatever you want, but know how to do it. Be someone else, do something else. Your life, your job is not your life. Your life is much more than that. You're not just your job, you're more something else. And the funny thing is, and here's the funny thing, when you take time for yourself, when you do something else other than what you are used to do, when you are not, for example, not programming, you're not studying, you may feel that at first you are just wasting your life, or oh my god, I should be studying, I should be programming, should be improving myself. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna lose blah blah blah, blah, all my trainings. And we do feel that. At least I did, or I do sometimes still. So we feel this guilt, which is horrible. It's horrible because we feel this guilt of not being 100% on the focusing on doing that stuff, on the grind. No, so the grind's done. Yeah, and the funny thing is, whenever you stop doing this and you find a balance in your life and you do something else, and you go out with your friends, you have a family, you actively work with, talk to other people, you go into nature, you do some sports and do some exercises. When you do those things, when you find a balance, you become much better at everything. You become much better at your job, you become much better at learning, you become much better in your social relationships, in your your health. Everything becomes better. And I think that's the trick. We all think that it's just a matter of pushing, grinding, hours and hours and hours, That's not the case. It's not the case at all. Of course, you have to apply more hours than normal if you want to improve. Otherwise, you're gonna be just mediocre, just a medium. But do not make that your life, at least not for a long time. Have, spikes, bursts of motivation and apply them, focus on them, use them, but don't do it for a long time. Because what will happen is that dopamine that you created, it's gonna, just drop tremendously. Like at some point it's gonna drop below your baseline. Oh man, and that's hell. That's gonna be hell in your life. So don't wait until that happens at all. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So yeah, this is my advice, and I am from the IT, but I try to not be the IT guy. That's it. You are not something. You are doing something, right? Your job is just something you do. It's not something you are. So focus on yourself, improve yourself, but have balance. Have balance and focus on the other areas as well. Yeah, if you, I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not anything like that. But if you need any help, or if you want me to talk more about it, how I do it at least, or anything else, just let me know in the comments. Drop a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want, that would be nice, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.